Yeah, Lord, I am Lord, feeling good on a Wednesday. Welcome to Respawn Aim Fire, the kick-ass irreverent gaming podcast brought to you by... Nope, we don't do that anymore. We don't do that here anymore. Brought to you by nobody. We are our own homegrown young men in tights, tights. We are so pumped to talk to you today about all of the great and amazing things coming in episode 415 of Respawn Aim Fire. That's this. I am one of your hosts, Chad Michael. Put that thing right where it came from, or so help me. Innes. We've got here our regular co-host, Adam. She's out of our hair just when we dare to care. Gumbert, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. If you want to check out a fun website, go to homegrownflix.com. That's flicks with an X. You'll have a good time.
And twogirlsonecup.com.
Oh,
homegrownflix.com. Let's see. I'll be able to get in because I live in California and I don't need to validate with my driver's license.
Yeah, that's probably
Which is
true.
crazy. That's batshit crazy that states make you do that.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a half a nipple on the warning. This is an adults only site. And she's got goosebumps on her titties.
Stop.
R.L. Stein? R.L. Stein?
Oh, that person talking about young adult authors while I'm talking about goosebumpy titties is Joel. What's another Pixar song from Monsters, Inc.? I think those are maybe the only two songs. Campos, how are you?
Good. I opened some Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering play boosters. And look at this guy. Look at this cool card. Hold on. Look at that guy.
Whoa!
Pretty cool card. Pretty cool card. I'm not sure what game it's from.
What does that say? What is it called?
The Balam Garden.
Balam
Garden.
You showed it to me one more time?
This is from Final Fantasy VIII. It says on the bottom.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, that's one that I played like an hour or two of and said, I don't like this card system.
You guys ever play Final Fantasy 10? 10-2? Those ones?
I played 10 all the way through, and then I got to a point where I was like, I was going to get the platinum trophy, but like I had not done there was some like difficulty, impassable thing that I had to play the whole game again if I wanted to do it. I said no. And then I played 10-2 for about 15 minutes. I said, this is not the same game.
It's on sale for like $12 on Steam. I've been thinking about picking it up.
I played it on my Vita, and it was a great port.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Cozy's not back yet. I falsely said everyone at the end of last episode that Cozy was coming back from Transylvania, but he is coming back tomorrow. So you are one more episode without Cozy, but don't worry, you'll be able to catch him the following Monday evening at 8:30 Eastern Time-ish on twitch.tv/RespawnAimFire, or the following Wednesday on YouTube and podcast services at 9 a.m. Eastern Times. Until then, until we talk about our main quest today, we have to talk just real quick about our housekeeping. We've got a Patreon, patreon.com/RespawnAimFire, and we do have, it is Monday, December 1st, we have a Cyber Monday deal. If you become a patron over at patreon.com/RespawnAimFire for $1 on Cyber Monday, you get to keep your house. Yeah, that's our Cyber Monday deal. If you go to patreon.com/RespawnAimFire and you cancel your subscription, then you lose your job. So everyone, take advantage of that deal. It's today only as you're listening to this. And while you're there, you all voted on our Pody Goaty Barf, which is potential game of the year backlog accomplishments of the Respawn and Friends that you asked us all to play in consideration for our Goaty discussion happening later this month, because it is officially December. Adam's playing Shinobi, Joel's playing Dispatch, Alex is playing The Altars, I'm playing Hopeful. I claimed that I was going to play both. We'll see if I get to even one of them. Sea of Stars DLC and Hell Is Us. No, I'll play both. So yeah, go play those as well. And then we'll talk about RAF, our goaties, our Pody Goaties, with some special guests in the middle of the month. Look forward to that. And then also, while you're there, you get access to Rafter Dark, which is you get access to a special monthly Patreon exclusive for a month episode of our show that is usually Rafter Dark this year, anything other than video games. So we will be recording one of those in the coming week and putting that up for patrons. If you are not a patron, this morning, you got access to the episode with the Wikipedia rabbit hole, And there was the extra discussion where we talked about what's the thing that you do that you realized one day was different than everybody else, and how did you realize it was different than everybody else? So yeah, that showed up on people's podcast feeds today for free. So go check that out. That's it for our housekeeping. So we're going to jump into our main quest, where we are talking about Hollow Knight, which has been portmanteaued into one word: Hollow Knight's future. This is from Wesley Inpool over at IGN, the Imagine Games Network. Hollow Knight Silksong developer Team Cherry has confirmed it's working on DLC, but it doesn't know when it will come out. That's a familiar story. In an interview with Bloomberg, Team Cherry co-founders Ari Gibson and William Pellin said that while the developers do not plan to take, quote, an excessive amount of time building the new content for Silksong, we are still pursuing the same development philosophy, which sometimes can expand our time frame. Team Cherry did tease that it will feature the Steel Assassin, a character shown in a prior trailer, but who has yet to show up in Silksong itself. Speaking on the potential of a Hollow Knight 3, here's a quote from Gibson: "We have said we'll go elsewhere as well, although we've also said those experiences will still be about exploring big worlds full of weird characters and giant bosses and whatnot. So there would be a through line there that people will be familiar with. That's not to say we won't return to these Hollow Knight worlds. We do have ideas around what forms those would take, but we also don't want to be exclusively people that make Hollow Knight." So yeah, we got a little bit of insight about what might be coming in Hollow Knight, that franchise, as well as things they might want to expand on as well. I am pumped for a DLC. I loved both of those games so much. Hollow Knight Silksong infamously was a DLC for Hollow Knight that then there's like, actually, we're going to make a whole new game and we're going to take 45 years for it. So I'm hoping we get this DLC a little bit earlier. It is good knowing that it will take place with that character that apparently was shown in a trailer that we haven't seen in Silksong. What did they say it was? Steel Assassin. So it's like, all right, they've got a character, they've got an idea of where this is going. So hopefully that speeds up development of this DLC as well. I'll tell you though, I am definitely a fan of connecting these universe. Like Silksong was very much its own standalone thing and its own journey, and learning more about this character that was, yes, technically like by blood related to the knight from the first game, but it also was like completely its own thing. You didn't have to play Hollow Knight. You didn't have to know anything about the world of Hollow Knight before. There was a point in the story, if you get to Act 3, where it kind of connects it via one really big I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, there's one very big connection that is like basically the entirety of Act 3 where the two are related. That was exciting to me. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, yes, here we go. So I do enjoy those moments. But yeah, I like the teams to have the freedom to do whatever they want and explore other new things that don't necessarily have to be handcuffed by the IP that they created there too. But I'm pumped.
Yeah, I like how Team Cherry's... you can only do this if you're successful. Like what I'm about to talk about is not a thing everyone can do. But they're just like, hey... we make video games very specific. Like I remember they were talking about making Silksong, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we never stressed out. We would get up. It's like, okay, we feel like working today," and they would go work, and then they'd go hang out in the park or whatever they were doing. Again, that's only a thing you can do if you're a small team of people who have made an extremely successful video game. You have money in the bank. But I do like that for them, that they can be creative and make, again, multiple like 9 or 10 out of 10 like amazing video games back to back. So again, take your time. I hope it's not a 7-year wait for the DLC. That'd be nicer if it was like 2 years or something like that. But for me, Chad, see if you feel about this with me, right? I would like them to not go Hollow Knight for the next game after the DLC. I would love to, as much as I do like Hollow Knight, I'm tired of these little bugs. I don't want to be underground and a little bug. Give me just a new, again, it's a great game. I love the gameplay. Just give me a new setting. I don't need little cool bugs underground. Give me normal people in the city. Give me fantasy creatures. Give me I think any kind of new aesthetic would go great. Again, I mean, the gameplay is going to be good no matter what. But if they're just like, now it's cyberpunk dogs, I'm like, cool, let's go fight anything like that. Because again, I do like Silksong, but I'll be happy to get away from the bug people just because I don't like bugs in general. That's just the Adam thing.
Hey, bugs are gross. Dude, you should move out to California. There are so few bugs out here. Well, maybe in the Bay Area. I don't know anything else about the rest of California, but I remember being very shocked coming from North Carolina out here to be like, where the fuck are any bugs?
No cicadas out there, huh?
No cicadas for sure. Nope.
Cicadas?
Wild. Cicadas. Doritos.
That's the masculine version.
Yeah.
Joel, what about you? Did you ever even play Hollow Knight Silksong, bud?
When Silksong came out, I played a bit of the first Hollow Knight. Yeah, I just couldn't get too into it. Like, it's cool. I enjoyed the time I played it, but I'm not a big Metroidvania kind of person, so it didn't really stick with me.
Well, good news is you don't have to play this DLC. Bad news is
that's great news. Nobody's gonna make me play this thing that I don't want to play. That's crazy.
Bad news is that's our only news story today. So we're gonna move on to playtime. We're gonna talk about playtime, what we played this week. Mine's more of the same. Well, with a sequel to Anal, but so let's start with something fresh. Adam, tell us about what you played.
Okay, I mean, I just love the idea of this sequel to Anal. But anyways, it was in America, the country that matters the most. It was Thanksgiving this last week, right?
That's right. Damn straight it was.
Yeah, America, freedom, all that good stuff. So the only day off I had was Thanksgiving Day. I had to work all the rest of the week. And I was just sitting here on Thanksgiving. Yeah, it sucked. It was worse. So I was sitting here on Thanksgiving Day. I was like thinking about what I want to do with my life. What's going on in my world? And I sat on my computer. I said, fuck it. And I dropped down $30 and I played Dispatch. And then luckily I didn't have like family over or anything. So it was pretty easy and light. And I said, you know what? Your boy's going to beat Dispatch in one fucking day. And I played and beat Dispatch all on Thanksgiving Day. Let me tell you, Chad, I know that we had the whole Pody Goaty things and everyone put Dispatch on their list and blah, blah. Fucking everybody needs to play Dispatch. Holy shit, what a good ass
But nobody
video game.
wants us to play Dispatch.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care that Manly Bryan didn't vote for it. I played it anyways.
They voted for me to play.
Yeah,
the only reason why it won on yours is because I illegally used the RAF account's vote for Dispatch on yours.
But I waited for it all to come out, obviously, because I played it all in the day, like I said. But oh my god, like Chad, I know you're talking about. Oh, I got Hell Is Us, and I got the play Dispatch for Game of the Year. Dispatch is so good. It is. I mean, I'm assuming Joel also played it because he's been talking about it a little bit.
I have not beaten it. I am now on the last episode. I was going to play through it last night, but then I saw that it's like the longest episode in the whole game. So I was like, I'm going to hold off just so I have time. I don't want to like have it.
And you
cut
saw there
off,
was a Matriarch event and Arc Raiders too. And so that's.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, the game's awesome. One thing I like about it is there's not. It's like a weird thing because there's not that much gameplay, right? Like all you're doing is dispatching, and it's not even that much of the game. I would say a lot of it is like quick time events and decision making, which I really like. That's so like Telltale games themselves, right? Like The Walking Dead. There was a lot of like sluggishness in the gameplay because it was like, okay, go walk around and your guys just like tiptoeing around this, small open area, and then you have to interact with all these things to figure out what to use. This isn't like that at all. This is just, you're a superhero dispatcher, crimes are popping up, and you're assigning superheroes that are on your team to these crimes, and then eventually a part of the story will progress and it'll be like, oh shit, this crime is happening, we all need to go there, and then it turns into a cutscene kind of thing. It feels more like I'm watching a TV show than I'm playing a video game. And once like that kind of clicked for me, I started enjoying the game a lot more. Because like at first I was like, okay, like where's the gameplay, right? All I'm doing is dispatching for 5-10 minutes, and then I'm watching cutscenes and making decisions. So yeah, and I do think that like part of this game, like when they first started working on it, was to be like a Netflix kind of game or whatever genre that would be, right? What's the other
like
game that came out?
Show.
Yeah.
On Netflix.
Yeah, I think that was part of like the inspiration for this. But yeah, the voice acting cast in this game fucking kills it. They're all so good. The story is fucking amazing. The animation is great. I'm excited to see how the game ends. I'll probably play the last chapter either tonight or tomorrow, if I had to guess.
Yeah, you absolutely should. It is everything that you would want. Again, those Telltale games were good back in the day, and I'm not taking anything away from like Walking Dead and all this stuff was amazing. But this game does everything that you would want these narrative games to do. Where like because it's not in that shitty Telltale engine, like the game just runs fucking smooth and perfect. Again, like Joel said, it's gorgeous. It runs great. The characters are also, every one of them, like, oh, how did you have an entire cast of great actors and then like half of them are like content creator influencer people and they're also very, very good. It's just everything about it is absolutely wonderful. I love the world. I love the story. The gameplay sections are fun. I actually love dispatching. To me, I'm super into it. Even though it's just like a easy, quick mini game, I'm super there for it. Yeah, this is excellent. This should definitely be, if you've ever enjoyed a Telltale game, or what's the other one with the teenage girls?
Yeah, like Until Dawn.
Life is Strange.
Like yeah.
Life is Strange. Yeah.
Life is Strange. Gotcha.
Yeah, if you've ever liked any of that stuff, I feel like this is the best one of those, but just like in a world that is a lot more cynical and fun and funny than any of that stuff is. So that's, like, I was talking on Blue Sky to somebody and they're like, it's my game of the year. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to say my game of the year, but like, it's definitely not out of my top 5 and it's probably going to be my top 3. Well, I haven't sat down and made a list yet, but like, there's no way it's not top 5. For sure, probably top 3. So yeah, Dispatch if you get a chance, and it's so quick. Like legit, like Joel said, like the last episode is the longest one, but that's like an hour, and every other episode is like 30 to 45 minutes. So you can just like go through them quick, and then the credit songs are all great. They're just like there's some wild shit.
At the end of every episode, the end credits, the song that they choose it's always awesome. What I do want to see is like, I'm curious what some of the other options that you could choose. Like you make choices, right, that have impact on the game and the story. And I'm curious what some of the other options give. And without spoiling it, I don't know that I'll play through it again right away, but I'll probably at least look up what would have happened if I chose this just immediately after, just so I can kind of get like a grasp on the whole story. And I don't know, is there a sex scene I missed? I don't know. But if I miss it, I'm going to want to see it.
You saw the sex scene on the plane.
There's one you definitely did not miss. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, exactly. But could be another,
I did go back and look afterwards at the multiple endings. Like, oh, there's some pretty big different choices and different outcomes that can happen, which is fun to like know that like, oh, my gameplay is actually different and mattered compared to other people. So yeah, Dispatch, good video game. Play that one over anything else. Let's see. I also, again, since Game Pass added Fortnite crew, your boy's been into Fortnite. I went through all the Simpsons.
Did you get the jam stage to work?
No, I didn't. I worked a little bit. It didn't work fully to the amount that I was hoping it would. I found another one. I just YouTubed fucking XP farm, and there's like some guy who made a thing like you press a button and then you press another button, you get 70,000 XP in 2 seconds. I'm like, all right, let's go. But anyways, the new season's out. It's all Hollywood now. The weirdest crossovers. It's the bride from Kill Bill.
I don't know some of these crossovers. The only ones I know, and it's not, I've never seen Kill Bill, but I can recognize it. And the other one is Marty McFly.
Marty McFly from Back to the Future.
Yeah, all the other ones, I have no idea who they are.
I think they're all originals. Because Fortnite likes to make their own stuff and be like, oh, this is our whatever.
Like, please, someone care about our banana guy. Like,
yeah. But it's, the bride from Kill Bill and then Marty McFly. And I'm like...
That makes sense, because the Kill Bill, 4.5 hour cut is coming out this weekend in theaters.
Yeah. It is weird for a Fortnite thing, because what child has seen Kill Bill or Back to the Future, but... I guess it's for us old people.
That's not how it works.
Adam, me and you are playing this game.
Yeah, exactly.
But the kids see the woman from Kill Bill, the giant fucking katana, and then they're like, oh, that's the woman from Fortnite. And then they go to the movies, see Zootopia 2, and they see a poster for Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair coming out this weekend. And they're like, Mommy, can you take me to go see that one? That's the girl from Fortnite. And she slashes people up. And then Mommy goes, it's from Fortnite. How bad can it be? And then they go see Kill Bill, and they get arrested.
Can you imagine a mom taking a 7-year-old to a 4-hour cut of a Tarantino movie? That is insane. Bad parent. But no, that's been fun. There's new changes, but I'm fully back into Fortnite now that I get the fun stuff for quote unquote free. The other thing that I did, what? Don't you hate when you write them down?
Sad.
Shinobi, Art of Vengeance, my Pody game. I don't know what the plan was to talk about that stuff. I started that game, played it for about an hour and 59 minutes, enjoyed it, but also said, hey, at 2 hours, I can get my money back. And I asked for a refund. Here's the thing where I think this game is very good, and I see why people really, really dig it. I just do not want to play another 2D Metroidvania game this year. I've played so many. I actually had to review one that I had no help or guides on, and I had to play that game for almost 20 hours. And I don't want to turn around a month later or 2 weeks later and play another one, even though I think this game is very good. I think anyone who's into 2D Metroidvania, who likes, 2D action platformer stuff, I think it's super good. I'm just not going to play 15 hours of this video game after playing 70 hours of these kind of games this year. So, I mean, we'll talk more about it then. I think it's very good. Adam does not. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen, guys. But I do think I think it's excellent. I think if I was actually in the mood that this would be an amazing game for me. But for the moment, give me my $30 back. I'm good. But that's not to discourage anyone. I think it's very cool. And then the last thing that I played, only started the menu. But, sometimes chat, don't type that in, Joel. Marvel Cosmic Invasion came out today, folks.
Hold on. What is Overwatch anal gameplay on YouTube? I
don't know what you're talking about. Hey, Chad, why are you searching that?
That's awful. That's crazy. So here's the thing. I did not get to play this game yet. I played the demo back during Steam Next Fest. This game came out today. It's on Game Pass. I downloaded it.
Game Pass. I got to download it.
I haven't played it yet.
What is the name of this game?
Marvel Cosmic Invasion. It's by the people who made Shredder's Revenge, which, if you remember, I don't remember where it placed, but that was in my top 5 game of the year that Shredder's Revenge came out. So your boy is going to play this all day tomorrow, all day, constantly. It's got 4-player co-op. I'm going to play with my kid. I'm going to have a good time. Again, I've only played the demo so far, and I went to the start screen. But very excited. Everyone check out Marvel Cosmic Invasion. It seemed to reviewed pretty well, and I'm like, well, I already like their other games, so I'm going to be happy no matter what. So that's what I fucked with last week. Oh, and then I guess we all did. I mean, you guys are going to get to it, I'm sure, but we all finally played that game together that I said I didn't like, and I was going to return because I played solo. We played it together. I'm like, I enjoy this more. Because solo is garbage. This is more fun, but I'll let you guys talk about it if you even want to.
When you played with us, was that the only time you played this week?
Yeah, that's the only time I played.
Yeah. Hasn't played since. Haven't seen him on since.
Well, I've been working is the problem. Like I said, I worked every day except for Thanksgiving Day, which I played all of Dispatch. So
yeah, we work.
Not as much as me. You work 8 hours, I work 18. But that's it.
Yeah, I'll
Joel,
talk about Arc Raiders a bit.
Yeah.
It's good. It remains good. It's going to keep being good until we get bored of it. I don't know how else to explain it. There is good, like every game, there comes a point when like it just fades off, right? And
yeah,
I don't see that in the immediate future, but I mean, a game like this can only have so much content, right? And as soon as, I don't know, obviously, like we've already been prepping for the new season to start in January, I think. And once that happens,
something starts in like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, but I'm talking more so in terms of like the resetting of our characters, right? Back to level 1.
Gotcha, yeah.
And then starting the grind all over again. I don't know what that next season's going to look like, so I don't know that I'm going to feel as incentivized to grind another, 60 to 100 hours into this so that I can get all the blueprints for the weapons I like to use and level my guy up and do all the quests and whatnot. So, but yeah, for now I'm loving the game. I'm playing it every day and I can't stop, and it's so good.
Boys, can we just talk about whenever we were all playing together and we went to that tower because I forgot the reason, and we just had to fight like 3 different teams over the course of like 15 minutes, and there was bodies all over the place. That was a ton of fun. We were constantly on our toes, constantly out here getting the best loot. People were shooting at us down hallways, people getting down, throwing down smoke grenades, getting the revolver, blasting dudes. That's the fun part whenever you actually have friends and you can get in these fun firefights. The other one where they were on the stairs and just shot us in the back, that wasn't as fun, but the next time was much more fun.
Here's what I've learned about Joel this week is that he gets so horny playing these games. Like he would be pedophile number, not pedophile. We'll just say he would be
Hey, you can't say
Harvey
that.
Weinstein #1 of the Me Too movement that is Arc Raiders. Like, oh, there's someone, I just saw a Raider flare go up about 500 meters away. I know that I asked you all to come in here and like hunt Rocketeers for me for points so that you put all your expensive equipment on and none of it's capable of injuring actual human Raiders, but I want to go fight those people. And then we all go there
Dude,
and
we
die.
had those people. We had those guys. And
we
you know
did
it.
not have those guys.
Yes,
we
we
did not
did.
have those guys.
That one guy came out slithering like a fucking snake, like Randy Orton out of the bushes, and he fucked us up. Now, in my defense, we killed all the other 5 guys. We didn't know there was a 6th guy because we thought everybody was dead.
But we played the objective. When we bring Hull Crackers, when we bring
here's my thing. The objective is a moving target, Chad. It's a moving target.
Yeah. No,
you're going for one
thing.
thing. That's not always what happens.
You didn't have anything on the line. Dallas and I actually brought equipment for taking down Rocketeers. You're just like, I got a Torrente, or I got a, whatever.
No, I brought wolf packs. That's
right,
around when I brought wolf packs, and I dropped you a wolf pack. I dropped Dallas a wolf pack.
Well, Dallas took both of those and hopefully put them both in his butt. But yeah. So you had to like, oh, I could lose these guns, and we were just like, well, and there goes all of that loadout.
You know
so,
what?
Yeah, we definitely
still had fun, and we're still here telling the story.
We did have fun. We did have fun, and we had a good story. But I didn't get all those Rocketeer points. That reset last night, I wonder whether I definitely didn't make the top 10 for that rank 2 times up, but I wonder where I ended up on it. Anyway, yeah, Arc Raiders. Great game. Cool game.
Great game.
The first test will be tomorrow because in 15, 16 hours, Destiny Renegades launches, which is the Star Wars
get a question.
Expansion. Mm-hmm.
Do I own Destiny Renegades?
If you bought like the $100 edition of Edge of Fate,
like a year and a half ago,
then,
okay,
yeah, then you have it. So yeah, that's coming out, and so that will be the test of Arc Raiders. Is does this take us away, or after we're done with Renegades, do we return to Arc Raiders? Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I honestly was hoping that you were gonna say I did not own Destiny Renegades because I'm looking for any excuse to buy it on PC since I got a new monitor and I want to
play it. Yeah,
I want to play it in ultra wide on this new monitor. So
you did go through a period where you like bought everything on 3 platforms or something like that, but I don't know whether it was the new stuff or all the old stuff.
Yeah, so it was like all the old stuff. I think I own like all of the Destiny DLCs up till last year on Steam just because like they go on sale, so I just buy them so that I can do most of the stuff. But honestly, if all I got to pay is like $60 to get the new one on here, I might just do it.
It's probably not even $60. It's probably like, I don't know. Go look up what it is on Steam because that's, and Jerica and Audrey are thirsty for it. Jericho's even last week. She's like, I don't know if I can do Destiny, or I don't know if I can do Arc Raiders because, I've been looking into Destiny. It's been calling me.
Destiny 2 Renegades, $39.99.
Look at that, bruh. Bruh.
Here's the confusing thing, right? Because I own the year, I bought the $100 thing with Edge of Fate last year. Or earlier this year, I don't even remember. I have no sense of time in Destiny anymore because that game's so downhill. It's crazy. I bought the $100 edition. That gives me the battle passes already. So do I just buy Renegades on my PC so I can play the campaign on my PC? But my battle pass should carry over, right? As long as I log in on my Xbox first?
It will, yeah. The things you won't have access to are like the activities on the Edge of Fate location or something like anything that's Edge of Fate specific, you won't have access to when you're playing it on PC.
Okay. They don't make this easy. They don't make it easy. I'm looking right now. I've been watching a bunch of like they brought all the Destiny YouTubers and Twitch streamers into Bungie to play a lot of the content from Renegades, and they were all putting up their impressions from in the last 2 days. Some good things. They're saying a lot of good things. So I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm ready to get hurt again. Dude,
But
Steam does not make it easy to figure out what the fuck I own and don't own when a game has 25 DLCs.
Anal 2. The sequel
This is
to
part
Anal.
2 to the anal story.
I've
or is
got-
this-
Double penetration.
Yeah, what are we doing here?
Double penetration. 2 P's, 1 V, Papa John's. I got my analog 3D, the N64 console that Joel talked about last week. Mine was all sorts of fucked up in shipment, and then it got here finally yesterday. No, Saturday. Yeah. Got here Saturday. So pumped. Did the update, plugged it in, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All the same things Joel said. Great, cool console, cool. I downloaded the database file that Retro Game Corps put out. Hey, when we got our review units, this is the database file they had of all the game cartridge art. So you can go and hear it. I'll just give it to you all, and then I'll take it down if they provide something official. I don't know why they just didn't include that in there, but my experience has been equally great. I played also Diddy Kong Racing, played the whole first world, and then it's like, all right, here, unlock the second challenges in all of these levels. After you beat the boss the first time, you have to go collect all the silver coins, something like that. It's just fucking brings me back. All the music, playing this fucking banjo back before anyone knew who banjo was. And then I went down like a little bit of a rabbit hole, and it's just like finding out all the magic codes that you can enter in Diddy Kong Racing and the things that they do, and it's like that's passwords and cheat codes, and those were the cool days. The days when you would go and, all right, if I knew that I could type in, whatever the code is and get like everything is green balloons now, or a code that allows me to play 2-player adventure mode, or a code that makes no speed boosts, and like you could customize all that kind of shit. It's cool. And then I was like, how do I get this rooster character? I remember there being a rooster character in this thing that I could play as. And it turns out that guy's like you got to beat the game, and then you got to get all these challenges, and then like a secret unlock, and you race him, and then you can play as him. I was like, that's the fucking best, man. All of these things that now would just be a $20, you buy this rooster skin, like that was unlockable in the game, and you had to do cool challenges. Good times. I also found out the hard way that I was so pumped. I charged my N64 controllers, my Nintendo Switch Online Bluetooth N64 controllers that work with the Nintendo Switch, because they work with the Analog Pocket. Yeah, Joel's showing one right there. They work with the Analog Pocket dock, because I can use that to play, my Game Boy games on the TV, or my, SNES allegedly games through the Analog Pocket. But it is not yet supported on the Analog 3D. The N64 controller is not supported on the N64 console. That
seems weird. Shouldn't it just be everything Bluetooth should be usable? You would think
it is. It is literally just the 8-bit DOE controllers, or the OG controllers with a plug-in. Like you actually plug them into the front of the console. So
interesting.
Yeah, my 8-bit DOE controller worked. Thank God I got that months ago whenever they shipped it. And I immediately was like, fuck, now that these don't pair, and I'm sure they will eventually. I'm sure it's just going to like get patched in. But now that these don't pair, I think I have a friend that's going to come over tomorrow. I need another controller. So I ran up the street, a little retro game store, bought myself a black N64 controller. It was like dope. And then I was like, let me go to this other one, see what other colors they have. And they had a blue one. I was like, fuck, that one looks cooler. Got myself a blue one too. Now I got 3 controllers, 8-bit DOE, 2 wired controllers. The wired controllers, though, they got a little limp dick for the analog stick. You can tell over time that spring does not hold the same springiness that it used to.
I mean, when a controller hits
lad.
a certain number of years, it's going to happen. It might get a little limp.
Yeah.
He's not 18 anymore.
When that controller, works and has a laptop sitting on its balls for, however many years, eventually it's going to do some damage.
You can replace the stick, Chad. They sell them on Amazon.
Yeah. I was going to look into that. And
you got to go to Turkey for that? Or is that like a European kind of thing?
It's weird. You get onto a flight and you see all these limp sticks on the plane. It's very obvious that everybody's going there for the same reason.
Yeah. On the flight back, about half of you will have the injection like kind of start to ooze its way down your leg or something like that. But it's weird using that shaped controller again. And I realized that even though it's 3 vertical prongs, you hold the 2, obviously. But then I realized as I was playing, I was like, oh, I'm holding it at a 45-degree angle. And with the prongs kind of to the side, I was like, oh, I never realized that that's how I held the controller. It was, that's what's comfortable. That's cool. Also, it's impossible to hit the left shoulder button at all. Thank God, no games ever used it. But yeah, impossible to hit that shoulder button while you're playing the way God intended. So that's it. That's my little brief journey with the Anal 2. We'll see how much I can play before I go to North Carolina of that. And that's it. And that's it for playtime. So that brings us to segment from fuck, that's the same one. I do the same fucking song.
Do the Mariah Carey segment from Adam.
All I
Segment
want
from
for...
Adam, baby. Segment from a segment. Adam. Segment from an Adam, baby. Segment from an Adam, baby. Segment from an Adam Gumberg. A segment from an Adam Gumberg. A segment from a who. A segment from a you. It's Adam.
Wow, that went pretty well. I'm not gonna lie. Our segment this week. Thank you, Mariah Carey, for introducing that. We're playing How Long to Beat, the quiz game.
Ooh.
Everyone remembers this. There is a website called howlongtobeat.com, which tells you people who play video games. They put in their times for how long it takes them to do stuff. I have 4 games that were all nominated for the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley's 2025 Game Awards.
Okay.
I don't think you've played most of these. I try not to go for the heavy hitters because most people might have played those. But these are all nominated. So what I'll be looking for is the main plus sides, completionist, and then the user review. And I've rounded up, so there's no half stuff. If you're within 5, either way, up or down, I'll tell you within 5. You're within 5 through 10, I'll tell you. And outside of 10, I'll tell you. 1 guess to start, 2nd guess to try to hone in, and then you'll get points based on how close you are. So Chad, if you want to write down, Chad and Joel, that's good. The first game that is on my list, nominated in multiple categories for the Game Awards, Silent Hill F. So Joel, we'll start with you. Silent Hill F. Silent Hill. Give me the main plus sides, completionist, and user score.
Hill, I'd like to fuck.
Main, I'm gonna go 12 hours.
Okay. Let me keep it in. Can you write it down somewhere? Keep it in your head. I cannot do that. Chad, you do. Yeah.
You got it,
main is 12.
Main is 12. Main plus side 16. Completionist 28. And then user score? Is that what you said?
User score is the last one. Mm-hmm.
User score 78.
Alrighty, Chad, you put them down for that was Bino. So Joel, for main, you are within 5. For main plus sides, you are within 5. For completionist, you are within 10. And then for user score, you are within 5. Very good first round. Chad, also need to have your guess. Well, that's why we're going to go back and forth. Say it's a little unfair, but it's going the other way. So Chad, I need to have your guesses for this game as well.
Yeah, for Silent Hill F, I'm thinking good old classic survival horror where they're shorter than you think they are. And so I'm going to go 8 for main. And I'm going to go main plus sides is we'll say 11. And what's the next one? Oh, completionist. I'm going to go 18. And user score, I think people liked this. I don't think people were like screaming about it like they were Silent Hill 2, but I think people liked this. So I'm going to go up a little to an 81.
Okay, for Chad's, for main, you are within 5. Main plus sides, you are within 10. For completionist, you are outside of 10. And for user score, you are within 5. So, Joel, I'll let you change first. If you want to change any of these answers, you want to keep them the same, whatever you want to do. Closer you are, the more points you get. Would you like to change any of your answers?
Yes. I'm going to change main to be 13.
Okay.
I'm going to change main plus sides to be 17. I'm going to change completionist to be 33. And I'm going to change score to be 80.
All right, Chad, same thing for you. Would you like to change any of your scores?
Yes, I would, Adam. I'm going to do main is 9. And I'm going to do main plus sides is 18. And I'm going to do completionist as 35. And user scores 82.
Okay, very good. By the way, we have multiple dead-ons, which means you'll get a full 10 points for some of those. The main, again, these are rounded up, so actually a lot of these were at halves, but that's fine. The main story takes 11 hours to complete for Silent Hill F, so that would be 8 for Chad, and then 8 for Joel as well. Main plus sides is 17 hours. Joel, you're dead on the money. 10 points for that. Chad is 1 away. That's 9 points. Completionist is 35. Chad is directly on the money. Joel, you get 8 points for being 2 away. And user score is an 81. So you both get 9 points because you did 80 and 82. So add up your total scores for round 1. By the way, there are 4 total rounds. So just a heads up. Your current scores. But moving on to the next game, I know you guys are doing a lot of math and stuff. Currently, Chad has 36. Joel has 35 points. There we go. Very close. The next game on our list, South of Midnight. Xbox Game Studios South of Midnight. Chad, you'll start on this one. Give me the main plus sides, completionist, and user score for South of Midnight.
South of Midnight. Haven't played it. Don't remember a lot of the reviews. But I'm going to say this is probably one of those games that I like this game, but it stuck around too long. And so I'm going to go with 18 hours for the main. And I'm going to say main plus sides is like a 29. And the completionist is like a 42. And the user score, we'll say, is a 74.
All right, Joel, what are your guesses?
No, you got to tell me if
I
he's
got to
inside
do
or
it
outside.
first. Chad, for your main, you are within 10. For main plus sides, you are outside of 10. For completionist, you are... What's your completionist again?
42.
For completionist, you are outside of 10. And then for user score, you are within 5.
Okay, I'm going to go with 10 hours for the game. I'm going to go 15 hours for main plus sides. I'm going to go 20 hours for completionist. Oh, no, wait, hold on. Not 20. Oh, yeah, I'm going to go 20 hours for completion. 22 hours for completionist. And then for the score, I'm going to give a 72.
Okay, for Joel's, looking at that, and that cross-reference that. And then we carry the 1. Joel, all of your scores are within 5.
Whoa.
Chad, you get one final chance to change anything around you would like to change around. South of Midnight. Looking for the total numbers on this bad boy.
I'm very glad Joel did that because I was thinking that I was undershooting these and that it was a much longer game than people wanted it to be. So, whoo! All right. We're going to go 11. 11 for the main story. And we're going to go main plus sides. That's like a turkey breast with some mac and cheese. And to do a turkey breast and the mac and cheese, your anonymous giraffe is in front of my empty space where I want to type my thing. Yeah, there we go. That's a 14. We're gonna do 14 for main plus sides. And then completionist, we're gonna do a 20. And user score, we're sticking with 74.
Okay. Our final scores for South of Midnight.
Wait, do I get to change
Joel's gotta
mine?
redo.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah, do you want to change anything, Joel?
Yeah, I'm going to change my completionist to 19 hours. And I'm gonna change user score to 73.
Okay, we good?
Yep.
All right. The main story in South of Midnight is 10 hours.
Ah, nice, Joel. Nice.
Let's
So
go.
Joel's one off. Chad is directly on it. Or no, Joel's
No,
directly on
I'm
it. Chad's one
directly
off.
on it.
Yeah. My bad. I mixed them up. Main plus sides, 12 hours. Which means Chad was 3 off and Joel was 2 off.
I was
Complete.
2 off. Joel was 3.
Yeah, I'm. God, they're mixed up in my head. That's what I was gonna say. That's what anorexia gets you, but I meant dyslexia. Completionist is 18 hours.
Oh, man.
So
All right.
both very close on that one. And user score is a 74.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So another good round from both of you guys. Tally up your scores on that round, and we'll see how close we are.
35, I think, for that one. So I'm currently at a 671 for my score.
I'm at 70.
Oh, it's so close. Yeah, you guys are just nailing both of these. All right, we've got 2 left here. This one of us here, or 2 of us here have played. Sorry, Chad, you might be at a disadvantage. But Joel's going first on this one. The next game on the list is Ball Cross Pit. Ball S pick, Ball Pit. Double penetration. Ball Pit
Pineapple apple pen.
is the game up on the list. Joel, you're starting on this one. Main sides, completionist, and user score for Ball X Pit.
Dude, I don't even know. Main, I'm going to say 12 hours.
How long did you bang those balls around?
Main plus sides, 18 hours. Completionist, 28 hours. User score, 85.
All right, Joel, your scores. For your main, you are out. No, excuse me, you're within 10. Outside of 5, within 10. Your main plus side is within 10. Your completionist is within 10. And your user score is within 5. Chad, I now need your guesses for Ball Crossing the Pit.
Cross that pit. Spit on it. Let's go. 20 for the main. Make that 26 for the main plus sides. Make that 36 for the completionist. And we'll do 88 for the user score.
Chad, you are within 5 for all of them.
Woo-wee! Sorry, Mr. Poopy Butthole.
All right, Joel,
Yeah.
you get one last chance to change stuff around. You see your scores, you see Chad's scores. What do you think you're going to do here?
I'm
Only
gonna
2 games left. This and
change
one more.
to 19 hours for main story. Twenty 25 hours for main plus sides. $35 hours for completionist. No, you know what? I'm going to go. Sorry, what was I at before? 28. I'm going to go 37 hours for completionist.
Still got to stay 1 away from every answer of mine.
And 89 for user score.
Okay, the final numbers on Ball Cross Pit, according to howlongtobeat.com, main is 18 hours. Main plus sides is 24 hours. Completionist is 35 hours. And user score is 83 hours. Or no, excuse me, 83 score, 93 hours. That'd be a crazy user score, 83 hours. No, 83 is the user score on that one. So, yeah, 5 away for Chad, and then that's 4 points for Joel because you were 6 away, right? Yeah, 4 points for you because you were 6
4.
away. Yeah. All right, tallying up these scores. It's getting close here at the end. God, these scores are really close. You guys are basically guessing right on top
It's
of
because
each
Joel
other.
just always guesses one number away from all of my answers.
Yeah, that's what
So
it is.
we're always one number away from each other. I'm
So
at 101,
going
he's
in-
at 100.
Yeah, going into our last game, which will decide who wins, how long to beat the quiz game for the Game Awards 2025. Joel with 100 points. Chad with 101. We are right there on the.
To be fair, like, yeah, I'm always within one, but he's only giving us a range of 5. So all it takes is one of these to be like, oh, we both guessed on the low end of the 5 as opposed to the high end of the 5.
Yeah, but it also means that this last round means even more. So our final round, a game that you guys would all love if you were weird little creeps on the internet. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I need the main sides, completionist, and user score for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Chad, you are up first.
Oh, God, I don't even know what like a main story looks like in or campaign or whatever that is. How long did it take me to beat Mario Kart World? 2 hours? 45 minutes? I'm going to say 6 hours is the main. Main plus sides is 8. Completionist is 20. User score of 75.
All right. As far as Chad's, for main, you are within 5. For main plus sides, you are within 10. For completionist, you are outside of 10. And for user score, you are within 10. Joel, give me your first round of guesses. Is this really going to matter?
I'm going to go 8 hours. Oh, fuck, that's hard. That's this is hard because it's a fucking kart racer. I'm going to go 5 hours for the main game. For main plus sides, I am going to go 15 hours. For completionists, I'm going to go 30 hours. And for user score, I'm going to go 87.
All right, Joel, your guesses for how long to beat for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, the game for creepy people on the internet. For the main, you guess 5 hours. That is within 5. For main plus sides, you guess 15. That is within 5. For completionist, you guessed 30. That is outside of 10. And for user score, you guessed 87, which is within 5. Chad, your last chance here to change your scores up. Try to get as close as you can to taking home the crown. What are we doing here?
All right, we are sticking with. No, we're bumping up to 7. 7 hours for the main. Main plus sides, we're going to 14. And then the completionist, we're going buck wild. We're going 44. And then user score is 83.
All right, Joel, final chance here to take home the game. What are you doing? You changing anything, keeping it the same? What are we doing here?
I'm going to go 8 hours for main. 16 hours main plus side. Come on. 43 hours for the completionist, and I'm going to keep my user score at 87.
All right. It all comes down to this, boys. The main, again, I have not played Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I don't know what main plus sides means to them. You're going to have to ask the sickos who filled out those information. The main campaign for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is 5 hours on howlongtobeat.com. So that would be 8 for Joel and 7 for Chad? Because you're 3 away. Oh no! Again, I'm getting it's 7 for I'm getting yours confused.
All white guys, we look the same.
Yeah, I mean
white
basically,
gamers.
yeah. Main plus sides is 16 hours.
Let's go.
So Joel's right on the money for that one. Chad was 2 away. Completionist, which I'm going to tell you now. You guys kept like, we're going to bump the numbers up. Not even close. Completionist for Sonic Racing Crossworlds is 63 hours.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
6-3. So none of you guys get any points for that. So it all really comes down to the user score to see how well we did. The user score for Sonic Racing Crossworlds, the score that will determine the winner of this game, is an 83.
Oh,
my
Chad
God.
got it directly on the money. You guys add up your scores, but I think that's going to be a victory
Chad
for
won.
Chad.
So I'm at a 127 as my final
You would have
score.
gotten 6 for that one, Joel, if you want to just add those up real quick. Chad, you said you ended up at 127. Joel ended up at 123. Yep. Congratulations to Chad for winning this one for the week. Good job. I will say, what's really funny is I'm writing this in the same document that we do for Best Gamer of the Year thing that we do for the year. Next week, we will be doing Game Awards predictions. And then there are things that we guessed at the beginning of the year that have come to fruition. So very soon we will know who the Best Gamer of the Year is, but we won't know until later. So I got my eye on it. Just be aware. That's my segment, Chad.
Can't wait. Thank you. That's it. We don't have a Game on Game show tonight, so we are done with episode Respawn Aimfire 415. I said those words out of order, but you put them together because your human brain is magical and it can do that. Your homework, as always, patreon.com/RespawnAimfire. Remember, Cyber Monday deal. Go sub for $1 a month and keep your house. And if you don't sub, you lose your job. So keep your house, keep your job, Papa John's. While you're there, you get access to Rafter Dark, which will be coming in the next weekish. It'll be an exclusive episode. There will be, at least in part, a discussion of Slovenia. I've been saying the wrong country on purpose the last few weeks, and now I don't remember.
Boom.
In part, some Slovenia talk. We've also got a couple other exciting things planned to talk about that are going to be really fun to talk about. So go sub right now. And then if you're not a subscriber, you just got access to our Wikipedia rabbit hole and things we did that we found out other people don't do. And is it weird? Who knows? So go check those out right now. And we're going to be playing some games for Podigodies. Again, next week, we're doing Podigodi or Game Award predictions. The following week, we have a Podigodi Barf episode with a bunch of people. We're also, let's go ahead and say we're live streaming reactions to the Game Awards on the 11th. Some, if not all of us, will be there. So yeah, check that out. If you're watching the Game Awards, come watch our stream. It'll be fun. Twitch.tv/RespawnAimfire. Yeah. Cool. All right, folks. Well, thank you so much for listening. And until next time, here's our usual sign off. Can't wait to try Anal 3.
Anal 3D, baby.